it's something that I think is a tribute to Clay playing really well, and they just want to get him on the field because he's doing a good job. So you got to give him credit for a lot of that.
Now you can use two tight ends, and both of them are inline, basically just inline blockers. He doesn't put a lot of pressure on defense. You got two guys that and you and Clay that can also pass catching guys. Is that? Yeah. Is the pressure that puts on a defense different than if you were just blockers?
I think it can put some stress on the defenses because if you got guys that can do both, it's tough. Do you put your base package in there or do you put your nickel package? So it's something that they have to decide.
What have you seen most of the teams? I assume it's varied, but how have team defenses reacted to it?
Some play differently. Some teams play base against us, and then some teams play nickel. Mostly this year, I think it's been them playing base against us. Yeah.
Speaking of that, you were around to see Brian Westbrook develop into one of the most complete backs in the league. He's kind of a bigger guy than most people realize. LaShawn is carrying a big workload this year and is not a big guy. Do you have a kind of an appreciation for the physical element of the game or what he's been able to do?
Oh, yeah. But I think the big thing about LaShawn is he doesn't take those huge hits. He's good at eluding them. There's not many times where it's head on and he's just crushing into guys. So
right.
I think he does a good job of taking care of himself. And when you're a running back and you're getting the ball as many times as he's getting it, then I think that's big.
Brian was great at that, but it took him 5 or 6 years to really get the feel for how to do that. It seems like Shady just has that immediate instinct.
Yeah. Shady's, that's why he's been so good his whole life, and he's been able to stay healthy is because he's been able to elude those big hits.
Going back to the two tight end thing, it seemed like that's something that Maury's wanted to do for years, and finally this is the year where you have two guys that complement each other well enough that they're able to do it.
Yeah, it's something that that's up to them. I don't decide that, but like I said, Clay's playing really well, and there's times where he deserves to be on the field because he is playing well.
Talk about the chemistry